Hey guys, welcome back.
Battle started.
Here we go against the barbarians. The barbarians. So we have a whole bunch of homies. I do believe it is 3, 6, 8. I was super self-conscious about counting that. Scary, I know. But we are gonna go up against these barbs. Now the barbs have been boosted. Indeed, so they're twice as deadly, and so have we. So as soon as I clocked that, I was thinking, hey, only makes sense. Now the only sort of gripe that one can have about such a display of strength is the fact that it means you're going to be using your commander even at the early game to build the mexes, because it's like, well, to get into tier 2 mexes, you're going to have to get into a tier 2 lab and this and that. Whereas right now, I can just start doing them. So rather than just pushing up with the com, you're going to be spending a bit of time to just do this because it's so tempting. It's so tempting. Now, I've lined up a fair bit over here. Energy, I think the wind on this might have been a bit poor. Let's have a look. Not great. I mean, it's below 10, so not great. But the metal's going to be good. Might as well use that. I'm going to vehicles because it's pretty much flat terrain, bar some bits here and there. But I figured, enough of the squad's probably going to go into bots, so I ain't got to worry about that too much. Yeah, big homie here, Otavalo. He's done the same thing. He's gone into vehicles, which is super to see. Great to see. My God, man, where is your lab? Risky, scary. But then again, not too bad. I mean, if he does get attacked, I suppose he can just degun him. Okay, cool. Nice to see. I reckon he's gonna, make use of the mexes, tier 2 mexes from the com. I'd like to see, and start taking these, making them. Now we're already seeing a little bit of action here. My metal income is superb, if I do say so myself, but in the expense of giving up some ground to the enemies. I do believe I sent a few scout units, which is something that I put into my play a fair bit. Now with all of this metal income, maybe this wasn't the right move, maybe it was, but I figured, look, I'm gonna take more mexes. I might as well just take the opportunity, go into tier 2. Why not? And as I say, like these barbarian games, you might as well play them for fun, right? They're not like super sweaty matches or nothing like that. The settings are wacky. Be a little bit wacky with it. Do something you wouldn't necessarily normally do. I'm paying the price now, aren't I? E-stalling, metal, I suppose, due to the e-stall isn't a problem per se, but it's still a problem. Kexpert. Nice. It's good to see that he's moving forward with his com. He isn't just tucking himself in the corner here, which is good to see. I like to see at least one of these guys take these mexes. Got to try and take, get as much of this metal as you can. Right. Oh, this is nice to see. It's good to see that the enemy hasn't sent like a whole wave of forces to take any of this, which is interesting. Because normally against the AI with their super high APM, you can expect that, no doubt. I mean, they're just like a virus. They go around everywhere. Moving up slowly but surely. May have noticed that this mex is untouched. And in a little while, I should be signaling to the big homie Obelix to just take that mex. Why not? Why not? I don't want to come off as Mr. Greedy, Because my plan is to win battles and get the reclamation. This is taking a little while to come up, and that's because I am hitting a metal block at the moment. I stopped production on this lab just so I could finish this off. Now, yeah, look, I've told the big man, might as well take this, bro. It's yours. Because although metal may not be so much of a problem, I still need a tier 2 con so I can get fusions up. Still got to do it, man. And your tier 2 con is the only way you can eventually, you know, get into a tier 3 gantry as it is. So you can't just rely on the commander. Even in combat, if you look, I can make pulsars from this guy, pitbulls, rattlesnakes, all tier 3, all tier 2, I should say. Sorry. Defenses that you get from a tier 2 con. Oh, what a shot! See that? Aish. I really like evolving commanders. I think it's brilliant. I think it's so cool. It's one of the reasons why I really like playing against barbarians and against raptors. Because evolving commanders, like you won't really get to see that in a player versus player game, because people just won't like it, you know, or they'll vote against it or whatever, because they like, you know, normal competitive play. But I feel like it's fun. It adds another dynamic. It's got a few more units coming out. Big dog, big stout over here. So you might have noticed that even though I've got this lab up and running, I'm not really making any units out of it. I mean, we're at a point where tier 1 units, decent tier 1 units, are gonna do well. I would much rather take this opportunity, rather than building the units out of my tier 2, just go for a fusion. I've got units out of my tier 1, so I'm not being Mr. You know, eco. I am at least still looking to have some sort of a military up over here. I do think that we need some defenses here at the very least, right? Because I'm not pumping at units as much as I would like, so we've got to have something that can give us a bit of cover or early warning, if nothing else. I mean, radar is coming up. This will be the advanced radar. That's going to do really good. This is doing really good for us. Shout out to Kickspot, man. Mad vision. Doesn't hurt to have more than one radar at all. Because he's moved his units forward, I want to make sure that we have a good solid front line, so I'm doing the same. Yeah, I like this. Obelix, man, shout out to you, bro. You're doing the same thing. Good play. And if you look at, yeah, these guys, Obelix has been playing the game a long time. Net motion for sure as well. So they know how to play. They know how to play. They're not just eco mad. You know, they're actually going in there. Shout out to Lubu, one chef, so he's or she is straight learning the game into it, unless it's a Smurf account, but I think it's more learning, right? What's this? Oh, scorpions are. I do like scorpions, they're really good. Okay, so they're getting there. They're getting there. I think Lubu, if you're watching, my friend, only thing you're missing out on at the moment is take complete advantage of your tier 2 mexes, so be wary or cognizant of the ones that you do have that you may not have converted to tier 2 yet, and look to get those up and running. Metal energy wise, he's doing really well, and look, he has actually got some units, which is nice. And look, he's got units up. Yo, shout out to Lubu, man. And he's coming in to defend me. Big man. See, this is the sort of early player into Bard that I really like seeing. There is hope for the future. My man, even though he is directly behind another player, he didn't turn around and say, right, that means all I gotta do is build an Aphis. Oh, he's building units. That's what I like to see. That's what I like to see. And not even just building units. He was aware that squad mate was under pressure, under attack, and he sent units to back up that squad mate. That's nice. That is really, really nice to see. Lubu, you deserve your flowers, man, or your cigar, whichever you prefer. More units coming up to the front. And shout out to Kexpart as well. Like I said, you know, he could have just stayed up here. He could have stayed up there and like pinpointed to which pixel he wanted his Aphis to be built. Nope, he's sending an army, which is nice. Taking the mechs is beautiful. We're making more ground. This is really good to see. Which is kind of a little bit rare when you go against Barbs. To get beyond the midway point of a map, because like their APM is just insane. So it's not always easy to do. So I'm really happy that, you know, as a force we managed to do that. Okay, now this is showing us something, because we wouldn't have been able to see any of this before we made the push. Like if I was to go to player view, now we're seeing what are these dots made of. What are they really? Great thing is we've got these fantastic oh my, I'm pressing buttons. Yeah, even our backline player, in fact, yeah, look, good by dioded, where however you pronounce that. The fact that he's he as well has made units to support the squad mates. I am so sorry about this terrible mouse clicking. I really like these Scorpion pop-up defenses. I think the sound that they make, the sound effects, is fantastic. Really, really good. Right, Kexpert seems to be in a little bit of trouble, but the Sheldons are here. Was he shooting that flamethrower? It felt like it. Oh, that ball is just getting melted, man. Yeah, I even got a little bit of a rattlesnake going. That should help with making sure that the Barbarian. Yeah, dude, it isn't wrong there. So I'm getting a frontier 2 lab up as well. Gonna reclaim this because I figured, look, we're trading really well at the front. Trading really well. Don't need this, like, just holding all of that metal, you know. I was building cloakable fusions because I figured just in case a raid happens, but I don't think I needed to, you know. I think I was worried for no reason there. Sending my commander in. I don't know why I was thinking maybe I was going in for the reclaim, and then realized, oh dear, there's a lot of bad guys here. These guys are gonna melt me super quick if I'm not careful. Cloaked. Yeah, see, he wants that reclaim too. That juicy metal. Really nice unit there. Lab done. Mausers are coming up. Because when you think of it, we are really laying siege to these guys. Might as well double down on that a little bit, right? I mean, I'm still gonna have my tier 1 lab up, so for quick assault units, I can still get those made. Production won't stop with those. Oh, wicked! I really like the effects of when armor gets knocked off the units. Really cool. It's a really... Legion has some of the best looking units, honestly. 6-legged, so this is an all-terrain. Oh, railgun. I don't know if the shot itself, the projectile, does it go through units? Like, does it keep going through until it's a point in time where when it hits the dirt? Not sure. I was building this, why? Because I wanted to get res bots. That's the only reason. You know, I haven't lost my mind. I wasn't thinking, yeah, what we need at this point is it's a tier 1 army of bots, you know, going in to make the difference. Big homies coming in to claim at Mex. That is risky play. Risky. You might pull it off. Yeah, you never know. Starlights are coming in. That's going to help make a difference to the enemy. I think the Centurion is not the way, especially when, you know, we're actively in tier 2. Centurion's far too slow. Snipers up and running. This is nice. This is good from them. So here's my Mausers. So let's see what they can. Got to move them in, which I'm doing now. I really wanted to res these, but as you can see, look, we annihilated too many of these guys, so it's hard to find targets. Now we're going to get targets. Now we've got something to at least focus on. But I think I might have committed a bit too much. Look, oh, when you see that pulsar beam, you just know that range battle has been lost. With pulsars, you got to get in there though. You got to send units in and just like ambush. That's what you got to do. Oof, what's going on here? Is that General Zod's? Enemy team is moving a commander up. Curious, what is it? No. It was the laser paint. You know, there was a point not too long ago where the AI couldn't play with Legion. He had no idea what to do with it. So even if you had, if you were Legion and you had AI, you know, squad mates, and you gave the squad mate a Legion constructor, it wouldn't know what to do with it. He had no idea. It would just do nothing. But now it's good to see that, you know, they sorted that out. You can now play against Legion, which is really, really good to see. We're moving in super. So it's going to be a matter of time. Northern section's doing really good as well. I've got my starlights out now. This thing should get painted. Ah, got away. It moves quite quick actually, when you think about it. Yeah. It's getting away from me. The north. Yeah, nice. They got a tier 3 gantry. Starlight might need a few welders around them just to tank a few hits. This is nice. Comms coming in for that he's reclaiming. Okay, maybe he's gonna start repairing as well. Yes, he is indeed. Very good play. Very good play. Yeah, forward lab up. Homie's in tier 3. Yes. Looks like we're getting our own. When the hell did I build that? Insane, I ain't got no build power to do it. What was I thinking? Oh yeah, yeah, overwhelming force. This damn termite. Gonna need help. It's gonna need help. I think, yeah, there, at that point, I've now changed my rally point. I know what you're thinking. Tier 1s probably not what you. But look, these are blitzes. There will be some value here. If nothing else, they'll protect his comp. They will keep the enemy busy. Now this makes a little bit more sense. This makes a little bit more sense. With the build power coming up, now we're going to be good. I think maybe the only thing we were lacking in our play, a little bit of diversity, would have been air. But you know, that's nitpicking, man. That's not going to be too fair because none of these, none of those positions are designated for air, right? So it is what it is. Because of those plasma rounds, look, the keeper had to go into building this bad boy. This is nice. But the Praetorian. You know, when you need backup, it's good to see that we came in force to help out the blue homie. Bruh, look at this unit. That's a cool looking unit. There's something June about this unit. Don't quite know what it is, but I feel like it. Or maybe it's a setting. This is nice. When you got posters up in here, these things are gonna have such great value. Yeah, there's a jammer, there's a radar, excellent. And we got some nanos here as well, which can repair these. These are really Obelix, man. What play? What play? He's not stopping there. He's just, come on, yeah, look at that. Insane range. I think eventually after 500 years, where am I sending this? Huh? Oh, okay, up there to help out south. Yeah, Lubu, if you're watching this, my friend, you are helping. Not only are you helping, you have helped as well. This is fantastic. Look at this. I noticed the AI does this. They when they place like one LRPC somewhere, be sure that is going to be the nesting egg, like for every other LRPC in the game. I like this. You know what? Res the high value units for sure. We've got some starlights here, a little bit on a defensive role. I'm happy the bubble shield is up, because I don't want to lose this forward base. It's the fact that, you know, you could get units out quick, which is important. These are still going down south. At this point, I don't think they're useful now. I mean, the main threat is gone. It's been annihilated. Like, nothing to worry about there. This is nice play. Interesting. So the water's shallow enough for the Jags to get through. Gotta be wary of that. Got anti-nuke up into the front. Do keep that in mind when you're playing Beyond All Reason. You don't want to just anti-nuke up your back line, man. You want to make sure you get healthy coverage, especially if you've got a foothold in the front. Commander, and that goes for player versus player games as well, not just PvE. Oof, beautiful barrage. Interesting. So these missiles, they can re-target. Oh, all those misses. Lacking a radar. Got a jammer. Maybe there was one and he just got hurt in the in various barrages. Maybe it's my unit causing that problem. But look, excellent. I love Vanguard. You know, the walking LRPC. Look at that. sweet. You know what? I like this unit, you know. It's got shotguns. It's got like these weird, what are these? Like plasma rounds or something like that? Uh-oh. Sorry guys, we missed that, but oh, they came for me and that was it. Great assault. I mean, they went straight for the middle. Excellent composition. Not too much I could do about that. Yeah, but look, the squad is sending help, and that's nice to see. I mean, as long as these guys can continue an effective push, it's going to divert their forces, and that's going to give me the breathing room I need. We still have this excellent outpost over here. Very, very nice. There's one pulsar left. It will go down. There's nothing to repair it, and it has. That pulsar did great for me. Oh, I think we had the effigy stuff here. Or maybe I just set my combat when I knew things were getting hairy. Yeah, metal is lacking a little bit now because of all these mexes that I lost and no longer have access to, which is a shame. But yo, net motion doing a superb, eating away. I really like Carganus designs. Design. It's really, really nice. Creepy looking crab spider. You know what I'm saying? It would have been hilarious if if the Carganev could only strafe from side to side. That would have been hilarious, man. But with that sort of with that, you know, mobility hit, right? You could give it a buff where, like, if it loses a leg, it can grow it back. That would be quite cool. It just grows back a limb. Oh, there's me just going to desperate mode, man. Proper desperation mode. Just building mad pitfalls. This rattlesnake has lived. More orders coming in. I needed units that I could build that's, well, the most cost-effective unit that I could build. More orders I plus they're quick. Like my squad mates are doing the heavy lifting for sure, right? They're punching in, making the enemy stay back. If I can get enough more orders, I might be able to sneak them in there. Just gotta avoid units like these razors. That should be fine. Oh, this is nice. Frontline Tech 2 lab. This guy likes his pulses. Oh no. This is gonna be bad news for us. Yo, look at the minimap. The big homie Lubu is just sending mad units. Thugs. But thugs are good. I like this. Range of LRPCs. He's already got the bubble shields up. Oof. These are gonna bring value. Excellent value. Oh my god. Look at this. This is superb play, like, you know, he loses a Carganev, no problem. Let's get another Carganev back to life. I don't think the AI is gonna have an answer for this. Only the posters can do some damage, but if he sends in a bunch of these up this hill, it's done for. Lol cannon is up. No, it's not. Sorry, my bad. I just saw a bunch of LRPC shots and figured. Oh, these are just pulled up. This is such a juicy thing to nuke. If only I had one. Maybe that's what I should have done. Rather than focusing on tier 3 units, maybe I should have went into atomic blade. Or maybe I should have just went here. Aether's gone. Nice. Nice. Okay, now the Cargador can target down to Pulsar, which is going to be really good. Yeah, they've got nothing left up north. AI's got nothing left really to stop any of this. Tom's taking some licks. That's loads of punishment. Gonna go pop. Nice. King of the hill. Beautiful. E-converter's got him. His Cargadors are putting in the work. Oh, nice. I'm barely getting my my tier 3 to any useful state. Oh, 4. These Vanguard's gonna put in lots of good work. Jug! Catapults! Oh, catapults are the ultimate friendly fire unit, so you got to really be careful. I mean, there's much of a chance of a catapult knocking at your own jug as it is the enemy. Oof! A blowy. Oh, this is nice. We must have rezzed that. Super work. So I've played in lobbies against the Barbarians, right, when they've been boosted, much like this game. But it hasn't been as maybe easy is the wrong word, but easy and as nice as this particular game, because I think the key difference maker, everybody contributed into making units. Everyone contributed into building an army and helping each other out. That's been the key difference maker. So I know, like, somebody made a comment like, okay, having too many players makes it too easy, but I think it's the fact that we had the right players. We could have been in a situation where in one of my more recent videos, like the Galactic Donut, we had loads of players, but everybody ecoed. Like, you know, there's only, I don't know, probably less than 4, or maybe it was 4 players actually playing front, and everybody else was just ecoing, and you know, that game was painful. But this is beautiful, man. Really, really beautiful. Everybody contributed. Everybody had a story to tell for their part to play in this game, which is really nice. I really like this unit. Kind of like crabs in a barrel now. They're all focusing, or we're clumping them all into this one area. I mean, the rag is up. It's not really gonna do anything. Nice. It's not gonna be able to do anything to us, you know. Where those Cargador at? Okay, he's regrouping them, bringing them back to life. Now this is where catapults are useful. doing nutty things like this, and just absolutely carpeting an area. Beautiful LRPC strike. Ah, they had a pinpointer up. Another jug. This thing goes in here and just that self-bees. You take down all of this, I reckon. Oof. Cogs are moving back. Down into the enemy, which is good. My Marauders in the corner here. Although going to be very little use. Nonetheless, they're getting into the action. Where's that last cop? Where could he be? Hard to spot. And even out, one of our guys is going in there to get the hurt on him. There. That's the guy. He ain't gonna live long.
Destroyed.
Gone. Beautiful game. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed that, and if you have, please consider dropping a like, dropping a sub. I think everybody played fantastic here. As I mentioned, nobody really sat back and thought, right, time for me to build an Aphis, and that's all. You know, when I end the game, because I got an Aphis up. Everybody made units. Everybody did some great economy play as well. And yeah, really good play by everyone. Right guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. I shall catch you in the next one. Peace.